Private Eye editor Ian Hislop took centre stage at Tuesday's Leveson Inquiry with his usual dry wit. The Have I Got News for You captain wasted no time in laying into the tabloids and their owners.
Street of Shame, which is, as its title suggests, 2 pages devoted to the malpractice of journalists in the old Fleet Street and beyond. Nearly all those stories are given to us by other journalists, it being a loyal profession.
Thank you. Have you any evidence of that, or is that surmise?
Well,
one witness told us last week that he didn't understand what the term ethics means.
I mean, the person who didn't understand what ethics was Mr. Desmond, I gather, which, again, I think you shouldn't use that as a rule of thumb. And I mean, seriously, I mean, the French situation is terrible. They are now catching up with about 2 decades of news about their politics. My goodness, he had a flat with his mistress in it. Did he? He was corrupt. If the 2 parties agree, you can agree to appoint an arbitrator and go through the courts and they decide. And you say you will stick by that decision.
Yes. And how often does that happen with Private Eye?
Never.
Because, you think?
Well, I mean, 2 people have to agree to the settlement, and often I don't. Essentially, Private Eye spends 2 pages a week attacking individuals and newspapers. Then to go to the PCT and to find all those people are deciding on your case, you tend to think you won't get a particularly fair hearing. A reasonable editor would not have thought, I must hack into a murdered girl's phone, or I must run a story about someone about whom there appears to be no evidence and say he's the murderer before we've started the case. I mean, those things seem to me self-evidently unreasonable.
You gave evidence to a select committee, Mr. Hislop, about the NHS IT project. That was Mr. Granger, wasn't it? And
yeah.
Shillings was his solicitors.
The journalist in question put a number of questions to Mr. Granger, and then, rather than reply to them, we had a threatening letter from his lawyers.
What did Private Eye do in response to that letter? Did it publish?
Well, I read it out under privilege in that committee.
Yes, that's not actually the purpose of
the committee. It's something useful the committee could do for us, I thought.